Hurricanes and tornadoes can devastate farms in the south, and the threat is growing. As ocean temperatures rise, the storms are getting stronger, making farm disaster preparedness essential for sustainable livestock operations. Today, we'll offer recommendations to help you prepare for storms. There are 5 major areas to consider in preparing livestock for storms: feed and water, herd health, shelter, animal identification, and possible evacuation. The first priority for animal care following a disaster is to provide feed and fresh water. Cattle can survive for several days without feed, and even weeks to months with limited feed. But water is a more critical need for livestock. Cattle can survive a few days without consuming water because of the moderate amount of water in their rumen, but this water quickly runs out and needs to be replaced. Therefore, livestock need to have access to fresh, clean water on a daily basis. Adult cattle consume between 15 to 25 gallons of water per day, and animal requirements may increase by 50% during hot weather and in lactating animals. Portable swimming pools without chlorinated pool water may work well for emergency water supplies. Do not store water in containers previously used for chemicals, as toxicity could result. If wells depend on electricity to pump water, hand pumps or generators should be available.
To prepare for a potential disaster, every livestock producer should evaluate their herd health program. An appropriate herd health program not only maximizes animal health and profitability, but it also prepares livestock for a potential disaster. If a disaster occurs, several situations could arise in which animals from different herds commingle and herd biosecurity is breached. Adequate herd immunity is critical to protecting livestock from infectious diseases. The key to good herd immunity is a herd health program that focuses on nutrition and proper vaccination. Contact your local veterinarian and regional extension agent for help developing or assessing your herd health program.
Animal identification is also critical. Many animals look alike, and after commingling with different herds, it may be difficult to separate them properly without unique, permanent identification. 3 common types of permanent identification include tattoos, hot brands, and freeze brands. Be sure to identify the farm or ranch along with the individual animal number. Pictures and videos may also help identify animals. Electronic identification tags are also unique to each animal. ACES has a video with more information on electronic ID tags. If only using numbered dangle tags, be sure to include farm and ranch information on the tag. Keep all herd records, registration papers, and health papers in a safe, dry location. These documents will help recover animals after a disaster.
If you live in an area that may need to evacuate animals, make sure to keep all health records organized for travel, especially if needing to move across state lines. Sometimes states will waive requirements for health papers in emergencies. However, some testing requirements may be necessary before livestock re-enter Alabama. In some situations, it may not be possible to evacuate or rescue all animals, so producers should prioritize animals so their most valuable stock gets attention first. Once an area is declared a mandatory evacuation zone, no livestock trailers are allowed on the highway. If animals are not evacuated, they probably have a better chance of survival when left in large open pastures rather than in a barn. If you feel you may need to evacuate livestock, be sure to watch Creating a Livestock Evacuation Plan.
While there's no way to prepare for every situation that may arise in a disaster, Alabama livestock producers can work with agricultural organizations, regional extension agents, and other local livestock producers to lessen the impact of a disaster in their area and on their farm. The checklist provided through Alabama Extension can be modified to fit an individual farm.